Let me think. It is November 30th, 2021. I went out for my normal walk, and I just met on the street one of the most kindest people, um, just randomly was in my path. I know people used to say those kinds of things, like, God put you in my path for a reason. Um, and so, he did most of the talking, um, about his humanness and his family, and I told him how blessed he was that I've heard lots of stories throughout the years about people like him who have these different intricate storylines. I said, be blessed, feel blessed, because not everybody has such intricacy. And he says, you're alone. I said, well, I was born an only child. I was like, my mom and dad have, I have 31 cousins. I was like, but...
Oh, you took it?
So I said, that was that. But along the conversation lines, he had brought up something I had mentioned about yesterday with my father and going and just feeling so unprepared for, like, walking into the building and really not knowing what was going on around me. I know that everybody who works there or who has a part in this, they know the language and they know what each other's means and process and things. I said that is something I've never been brought into. Like, nobody's ever told me the language, the process, the anything. So it gets scary and confusing. And then I mentioned, he asked what I was there. I said about Tiafrio, I was like, it's not, they say it's a marriage, but it's not like whatever, like, families think a marriage is. It's not. Neither was Jason, as far as I was concerned. So he suggested, after I explained to him the situation and how confused I was and how things just changed from it keeps flip-flopping and changing, and it sounds more confusing, because I don't really know what dance is going on around it. So he said to try to talk to the 111 domestic violence person, and I forget the exact word he used, but I call it domestic violence, and I don't know what the last word is. I don't know if it's a detective, if it's a police officer. I'm not quite sure. But he said to call over, so I did immediately. I said, call right when you get home. I said, I will. So I did. But I had to leave a message on the precinct's phone number. I mean, I guess it's towards end of shift for them, or end of tour, or whatever they call their. Jay used to call it a tour, but that gets confusing with tour guide, because that's a Boy Scouts troop leader, different than what is over here. So I left a message for them. I also ran into somebody by the name of that I've seen a lot. He was with his mother. I said to his mother, "You must be very proud of your son, an accomplished author." That was Ron London, and so anyway, so that was it. So he asked how my Thanksgiving was. I said it was Thanksgiving. I said, this year Linda didn't serve turkey for some reason. She served chicken. I said again, my boys weren't there, so it wasn't a very big dinner at the table. It was just a limited whatever. So, so I wished them well, and I just kept walking, and then I came home and I called the 111th precinct and left a message immediately. I don't know for what. I mean, I guess for guidance and to alert them to protect myself again, because I don't really know what they're doing between ground level and upper orbit and anything in between. It gets confusing. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. And earlier today I went by the train station again. I had mentioned on a phone call out, today has been multiple calls, which normally I don't do myself. I don't know who to call, but I called two people today, and I looked at the train station, and the only thing up on the train station when you're walking on Bell Boulevard, which is the main street, is a paper schedule of the train. There's no, even though it looks like a community board meeting, like a community board, but it's LIRR is MTA, which is state. So I don't know why the state and the city haven't put up a communal calendar of any kind to alert the citizens as they walk by of different events and things to mark on the calendar or any of that stuff. I mean, not everybody has a cell phone or a computer. Some of us still look for the usual signs, the natural signs of community and a society that's functioning. So that's what happened today. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza.